Hello everyone, continuing with our series of Financial IQ Decoded, your practical guide to financial literacy. Up till now, we have understood theoretically about what is financial literacy, why it is required, how to gain financial literacy. Now, as Einstein has previously told, knowledge is not just learning about things but applying the facts. Now we will start applying that in our daily life, and from here onwards your practical sessions will be starting. These sessions are not to be only listened, but this should be practically carried out as per the instructions given in the video. And if you do it properly, your financial journey will start and you are going to achieve your success. So the first and the basic of your practical guide is what is income and expenses and what is your balance sheet. This has been simplified. We all must have traveled in our life. While traveling with your family or yourself or anyways, going from place A to place B, what we do is we judge the time, we judge our car speed, and accordingly we leave so that we can reach at proper time. Suppose a distance is of 150 km and my car is running at 50 speed, so it will take at least 3 hours for me to reach. But this is in ideal conditions. Sometimes some hurdles may come, and where like traffic jam, your car breakdown, or any other issue where you don't reach your proper destination. So to avoid this, you either start earlier, keep some spare time, or know the exact position about the traffic, exact condition about the car, so that all these hurdles will not come. Similarly, if you want to know your finances exactly, we should know our exact position and where to reach, and in between know the exact calculations that how to go to A to B, and this can be easily understood and applied if you know exactly what our income is there, what are our expenses, and from that income and expenses where to make the savings and how to invest it properly. So certain facts or considerations which I would like to mention here. Certain income or certain expenses are monthly while certain are yearly, so you have to segregate them and properly make your financial sheet monthly basis as well as on yearly basis. And for the yearly income or expenses, divide it by 12, or for the monthly which you want to convert it yearly, just multiply by 12. These are certain simple things which anyone can understand it. Now other thing which I would like to emphasize is involvement. Who should be involved in these things? As I told you, in school they don't teach you financial literacy. So it's better that you, your spouses, your family members and your children are involved in your balance sheet performance while making your income and expenses. If it is a business related thing, you should involve your partners, your accountant, as well as the persons who are involved in your balance sheet formation. If they all are involved, they can exactly know what is your present stage and how to reach your present B stage. That will be exactly known. Now going ahead with income and expenses, should know first certain terminologies about your income expenses, these financial terminologies. What is cash flow? Cash flow in simple words is money going in my pocket, money coming out of my pocket. Going in my pocket and out of my pocket is cash flow. Now what is positive cash flow? Simple words. If money going in my pocket is more than the money going out of my pocket, that is positive cash flow. That is, my income is more than my expenses. What is negative cash flow? It's exactly opposite. If money going in is small but going out is large, then I am in a negative cash flow. And what is income? Income is all the parameters through which you are going to get the income. And what is expenses? Expenses is all the areas where you are losing money out of your pocket. Even if you are going for having a cup of tea, that is also should be included in your expenses, because many times we miss these small expenses and we don't know our exact income expenses. And here sometimes surprises may come and you may forget it, and here you can, at the end of the time, you will see that which you are considering as a positive cash flow is really a negative cash flow. Now, what are the advantages of these exercises? In this exercise, you get a clear data, as I told you. Are you really in a positive cash flow or a negative cash flow? This data, if you can achieve, you can try measures to increase your income and try the measures where you can decrease your expenses. Simple. If you do it on a regular basis, you can find out the things which we can change your financial journey. Secondly, if you start doing this with your kids, with your spouses, their financial literacy is automatically going to increase. They will start feeling excited and will start doing it on their own. Ask your child, just make a balance sheet of your school expenses, your extracurricular expenses. He will feel better, and this will motivate him to do these things. And second, lastly, because of this balance sheet, if there are certain savings, we can use these savings to buy assets and increase all your investments. Now, just an example, this is a chart where we can use the income. The income can come through many factors, like your salary, if it's not salary from business, or business income. If there are certain rental properties, from the rental properties. If you have some royalties, the income from your royalties. If you have some paper assets, from paper assets like SIPs are there, then your mutual funds are there, your shares are there, from your commodity market. All this can come into your income column. Expense column. Expenses, if you are running a business, your salaries, then if you are in a rented place, your rent, then your taxations, your audit fees, then your all household expenses. This normally we keep. But the things which we really miss out is, we miss out family trips. We miss out expenses of weekends. We miss out expenses of the gifts which we give to others. We miss out expenses of the festivals which we celebrate. We miss out the expenses of birthday parties. We miss out expenses, very small expenses. This should be jotted down properly. And if this is done properly, you will get the proper knowledge. So, take home message is, try and do this exercise daily. Don't cheat on yourself. Do it very honestly. And if you do this, very importantly, you will be financially literate. You will get excited and you will know the correct data of yourself. And because of this, you will find out the ways to invest money and save money. Thank you.